Morrison.
Thank you, Chair. Chairman, we are talking about 22 procurement files with contracts valued at over 246 million not found, appears to have vanished. Chairman, earlier you, and I'm going to paraphrase, you said that you don't want to accuse anyone of being deliberate, but you're sorely tempted. When systems do not work, and when we are seeing that it is like, it's obvious, so why is this not working? When accountability is weak, I'm putting it to you, Chairman, that usually there is someone or entities that are benefiting by the parent function. Chairman, we will hear that a new person is in the post, maybe a new CEO, or we will hear that the practice has discontinued. And this Jumanji series of events, it is becoming even more bizarre and outlandish and outrageous with explanation. When we hold people accountable, what are the suite of action items that follow when we say this entity or these individuals are to be held accountable? 246 million. Where are the missing files? Maybe file 13? I don't know. But I want to call your attention to the brief, Chairman. It's not part 2 where we have note briefly that alarms me. It's not the part that says no documents were provided for 22 contracts. It's where it says we have not conducted an audit to determine the authenticity of the submitted documents. So I'm aligned with you, Chair, when you say we have to come back to this matter.
No, we have to. And that's why I asked the Auditor General, but she indicated her plate is full. But we have to come back because we don't even know how bad the problem is at this point in time. But I must tell you, 6 years me I sit down in that chair. This is one of the worst. The worst. And I don't, as I said, I can't conclude corruption because I don't have enough evidence. But it smells bad. It stink. It stink. And understand, understand when our constituents go to university hospital or any hospital and them have to pay the fee and them call we as the MP for help to pay the fee. And them people are listen to this, And them people listen to this. And I say, when them go pay them tax, at this, them tax dollars I do, and them can't go to hospital and get an MRI or CT scan. We will follow up. We will follow up. We will follow up. Because nothing can go so in a 2026. Document can't walk out of hospital. Fire, me not hear about fire. Me hear about flooding. I want to report on the flooding. But it cannot be so that you disappear 22 document can't find. Worth so much money? No, sir. Member Cuthbert Flynn and Member Cousins.
Thank you, Chairman. I have 2 questions. I wanted to go back to the beginning where I think it was mentioned that there are 8 to 10 members. I'm curious as to who are, as far as UHII, who are those board members? Who are they made up of? The personnel on the board. The composition of the board.
You need the names of the individual? No,
not the name, but who are they comprised of? As far as the individuals, are there any medical doctors on the board? Are there just members of civil society? Who are the members? The composition.
Okay, so we do have some doctors on the committee, The chief medical officer, Madam DeSesa, is on the board. Also, the senior director of clinical services is on the board also. And we have in attendance others, medical personnel who are on the board.
Sorry, if I might help. Those other persons not appointed by the minister, the dean of the faculty of medicine, University Hospital, University of the West Indies, the chief medical officer of Jamaica,
Talk closer to the mic. Pull the mic closer.
the dean of the faculty of medicine, University of the West Indies, the chief medical officer, who just left here a while ago, the financial secretary, the bursar of the University of the West Indies.
From which minister?
We only have one
financial
financial secretary.
So it would be her
Oh, you wanted the
appointee.
medical people? Oh, okay. The chairman of the medical committee, University Hospital of the West Indies. And 4 members elected from time to time by the council of the University of the West Indies, of whom not more than one shall be a registered medical practitioner. And the minister appoints 8 members, and the 8 members that the minister appoints consists of the following: 3 persons resident in Jamaica, one of whom shall be a registered medical practitioner engaged in private practice, 1 registered medical practitioner appointed on the nomination of Jamaica Medical Association, and 4 persons of whom one at least shall be a woman appearing to the minister to be interested in social welfare generally, or in the welfare and aftercare of patients attending the hospital.
Okay, thank you for that. Let me go back to the audit findings as well. It states here contractors engaging without formal contracts. Do we know for what amount that these contractors were engaged without a formal contract? And under what circumstance?
We don't have the information. What we do know is that some of them actually, based on the Auditor General's report, were actually engaged. And then after they have completed the work or near completion, the contracts were put in place. Signed contracts were put in place.
And do you know why that was? That a contract is not signed before the work began?
Or
is that a practice that is done, is that a practice that's done where you engage someone and you don't have them sign anything and they do the work and then you say, okay, what if?
That's a clear breach.
Yeah, because there are many things that could really happen.
Yes, clear breach of the procurement guideline.
Variations could happen.
Well, the fact is also that you will have a situation where a person is engaged and then after you would, I think the Audit General pointed out, after is when you go to tender.
Well, the biggest risk to the government of Jamaica
it should never happen.
is that you engage somebody, something go wrong with the contract.
But that's what I mean.
Can't be completed. You have nobody to hold accountable,
right? Because
you have no contract.
Mm-hmm.
So if it works, the person could have done the thing incorrectly. They could have made an error. You have nobody to hold accountable.
And do we know how many? I also am curious. So approximately how many of these contractors were engaged without a contract? I think if you don't have that with you, we would love to get that information as well, to say there were 100 contractors that were engaged without a formal contract. I would want to know that.
Yes,
and the circumstances.
If you don't have that, we would need that as part of the report. The breakdown of the individual contractors, the service that they are providing, and the amounts that were paid.
Well, we will be able to provide what we can find, and the information that is available that fits into that category. Because I'm going to say to you that there may be circumstances where this has happened, but the information that we have in front of us is showing, otherwise.
But can I ask, and the CEO, the acting CEO may not be able to answer because you just went there, but what circumstances would give rise to contracts being awarded verbally, work completed, and then only when payment is to be made, a contract is signed?
Mr. Chairman, under no circumstances at all whatsoever should this happen. Under no circumstances, even in case of emergencies, there are procedures that deal with that. Under no circumstances, sir, should that happen.
All right.